Hi guys, good evening everyone. Welcome to our daily stock market insights. Today is August 20th, and it has been another red day for the Philippine market. And yeah, we're going to deep dive into the individual stocks that are currently trending. At the same time, we'll check out the stocks you have requested. And thank you guys for always supporting Miss JD. I really enjoy doing this every day, especially when I see people also appreciating and watching our videos here. So I'm really glad that you guys are there to watch these videos, and hopefully I'm able to help. Okay. As of today, you see here that we're still at a very constricted Bollinger Band, still on a sideways movement for the Philippine market, as you can see over here. By the way, if you want to know what indicators I am using, this is what you call a Bollinger Band and RSI over here. So if you want to understand which settings, it's just the default. The one at the center here is the MA20 line, and if you click the Bollinger Band, that's the default settings. 20-day average at the center, and then I think 2 standard deviation above it and lower below it. And our RSI here is set to the default as well. We're used to that. We don't really want to complicate things. So far, this has been working for me, and yeah. I'm sure there are a lot more indicators that are really awesome, but I'd rather, stick to this one and be very good at it. And that's the objective why we're doing this every single day. So maybe you can also do the same. If you have chosen an indicator that really works for you, then stick to it. Execute trades using that same indicator. And with practice, if you're able to replicate profitable trades using those indicators you've chosen, then that's how you build your skill. In the meantime, going back to the index, so far the index is holding at the MA20 level that we have here. So this one over here, we touched the MA20 line, and slightly we had that bounce, but still, of course, it's obviously red today. So what we're looking at is just to at least maintain a support level around the 5974. We don't go lower than that, so that's one thing we're looking forward to, and then probably a bounce at this area. Now let's try to see how your individual stocks performed today, and I'd like to start with the trending stocks that our Investograms has identified. Wow, this T over here, I don't know why it is part of. Okay, so not really sure why it is in there. Maybe you can share. But for me, as I see this is just sideways overall, and not much trade here. So not really sure why it's in here. So that's still our support, and especially because this is not that trending. Trades here is just 20. So I think if you're able to enter at a very good level, then of course you can be profitable. But let's say you entered at a higher price and it dips, chances are it might take some time before that price level goes back to where you bought it, because of the volume. The volume that we have here, we only had 20 trades, so most likely it's just averaging around that. So use 0.66 as your support if you just want to give it a try. Your volume here is also increasing, but not really very familiar with this stock, so I really can't talk much about it. Here, looks like for Marimart, you still have that momentum. Buying sentiment is still present from the foreign buying, of course, and plus our local investors here. So looks like there's still momentum for this stock, and of course there's still room for growth here. And your previous resistance is something that I see as your potential support at the moment, if you want to understand which is the nearest support right now. So as you can see, you had your resistance right over here. We managed to break out of that, and then we tried to stabilize again at that level, most likely creating a support. So just see if you want to add some more volume. 3.11 could be the nearest one. Dito. Okay, profit taking 3.15. I think I'm trying to recall what I said yesterday. I have not really watched my video yet, but we'll do right after this. I said it will most likely drop. And looking at the candlestick today, there's another validation. It validated the drop and the bearish signal. So that's why you had a red candlestick here. So maybe I'm thinking it might just stabilize at the around that level there, 303. Okay. Otherwise, if it drops around, it will be around 2.84. I saw this. Okay. So right now, just see. Hopefully, it just stabilizes there because we're still at a very cheap level. And if preparation for the third telco is still ongoing, so it's just the natural flow of highs and lows in the market, because some people are already profitable and so they are profit taking. So most likely it will just stabilize within the area and then it will bounce again. BPI, let's take a look. Doji. So I'm thinking it is just trying to stabilize. It is trying to create a support at this level. 62.51. This used to be a resistance, big stabilized here, and now we managed to break out of that, and then it retested that level. Most likely that's your new support now, 62.51. And then hopefully the next possible move would be to bounce. We're not yet in the 50s level for our RSI, so we still need more volume and momentum to really start picking up. Nickel. Nickel here. So we talked about this, I think, last night, where we discussed about when will this stock revisit and fill the gap. And wow, true enough, the very next day, I wasn't really expecting for it to move that fast. Well, so right now, so it filled that gap, and so I think it will just touch. I'm not sure if it will exactly touch, because at one point today it even reached very near 2.83, so I'm not sure if that's already considered one. But if you want to really play safe in the execution of this trade, 2.83, but mind you, if you're a position trader, this is a bit high already. So maybe you can enter around 2.83, and if it goes against our analysis, then just cut your loss. Otherwise, wait for it. If really it breaks, then wait for it to drop some more and then catch it right there. So my best take here is wait for a green candlestick to come out, probably starting the price at 2.83 and then it ends up much higher. That's your validation that there's a bounce. Next is ACEN. What is this? I think this is a bearish candlestick. Is that a shooting star? Looks like it. So let us see if it is going to drop. But we're at the resistance area. Take note, that's a resistance area. So if it starts much higher than that, then you have a breakout play, because currently this is just a resistance level. And when you say resistance, several times the price hits the area and then there was a difficulty breaking it. And looks like that is also what happened today. And so if most of the action goes downwards by tomorrow, then chances are it will revisit this price level, 2.65. And let's see if it bounces around that level. However, in some occasions, when the volume is present, let's say this one, and then tomorrow it starts much higher than 2.76, then you have a breakout play. Okay? And then there's another one very near because of this one. That could be the nearest resistance. All right, okay. The next is CHP. CHP also had a much smaller candlestick. Today the body is a bit small, so that could already be a start of a decline in the momentum. But yeah, if you want, you can wait for another red candlestick to form right here and really decide at that point and see if it's already a sign of decline. But for me, I already see this as a possible sign of retracement, considering the body of the candlestick and its shape. It's how it looks like, right? So it's a sign of weakness. So possibly it will drop. We don't know yet where could it possibly drop. There's a resistance here, so maybe around that level. That's the nearest area. Okay, 1.22. So just take a closer look at that. If it doesn't break 1.31, then it will most likely drop. Next one is APX. As for APX, we had a bounce, okay, but not much volume, but it respected still, right? So for those momentum players, some of them wouldn't still get out unless the uptrend channel is broken. How will you draw that? That's your uptrend channel, right? So if it doesn't break that, they're still within the game. There you go. So it will just move, and some of them would set their rules that if it breaks this support level, then I exit. They do what do you call that? Trailing stop loss. So you just let it ride until such time it hits your threshold, then you exit. At least you already are profitable. Next one is AREIT. AREIT, okay, looks like it is starting to establish a resistance at this level. Okay, it's already having a difficult time breaking that. So maybe it would drop one more time and then probably establish a brand new support lower than its price. So let us see. Let's see. Sometimes we could be wrong, and who knows? Tomorrow, for some reason, everyone's going to be bullish, and it breaks all the resistances, right? So let us see. But for now, I'm looking at this as a sign of difficulty. The stock is having a difficult time breaking the resistance, which is around 26. AGI. Oh, profit taking. See that? This is for you, Samuel. You requested this. So we're still very near the MA20 line. So I am looking at that level as a possible area that this stock will revisit, create a brand new support, or confirm the support, because we had established that here we increased in the price, and then it's now revisiting it. 5.90 is the nearest area I'm looking at. BDO. Also here, breaking the MA20 line. So I just feel like it will revisit that bottom once again. But the drop is in the Philippine market. That's already a significant drop. So who knows? We might recover right away, very same day, because there also was a support at this area. So I'm just going to plot that just in any case. Price starts to recover immediately. There. Okay, and then next drop would be 85.86. And Globe. Globe also is showing some signs of weakness. August 17, that's done. But for as long as you don't break the MA20 line, guys, you're still good. Just hang in there. Okay? Because this could just be a slight dip and then you will already recover right away. That's done. But you're still at the higher level. So mostly people who are engaged here are um, either a position trader or long-term investor. So at the moment, the nearest, okay, I can't plot some more lines below that, but the chances of it being hit is for now a bit slim because we have a resistance. No, we have an MA20 line that's currently acting as a support for this stock. So something to watch out for is a possible, recovery right away and bounce at the MA20 line. Next is Pure Gold. Pure Gold also had profit taking, and you're still within the short-term resistance we're looking at. This is the level I'm looking at. And could this be a lower high? So that's gonna be scary, because if that's a lower high, then chances are it could either just stabilize at the nearest support, or it could already start triggering a lower low. But for now, because this is the nearest area, I'm plotting it very near your MA20 line. That is your nearest support. But overall, I see it touching that level tomorrow. Still bearish for tomorrow. That's something I'm anticipating. SM also touched the MA20 line, but there was a bounce outright. Okay, 882 used to be a resistance over here, so I think it is respecting that level. Hopefully we have some more recoveries there, pushing the price higher. There's still some room for improvement here in terms of price. There you have it. And the last stock you guys requested is SMPH. SMPH also touched the MA20 level, but outright it bounced. So we don't really know if it will revisit that once again or it will continue to move higher. Because this could also mean it is a slight dip because people are taking profit, and then we might have some more bullish actions in the coming days. So I'm establishing 30.27 as our support at the moment. So maybe if you want, you can start accumulating if you're looking at the long-term perspective for this stock. What's their quarterly? Yeah, laki ng drop. There's still income, but it's an 80% drop from their net revenue. So that might have cost it. Okay. All right, guys. So there you have it. That's our stock market insights for today. And hopefully you're able to use and take advantage of these 2 cents, these analysis, and help you in your trades tomorrow. But at the end of the day, guys, it's really best that you yourself start to form that skill by really doing this exercise. If you like, you can even do your own YouTube video, create your own YouTube video, or just do it yourself. I just enjoy the idea of me documenting my thoughts, and really I am appreciative and grateful that you guys are listening to my voice every single night. I try to look at my YouTube studio, and I noticed that 67% of the people watching me every single day have already subscribed. So that's a good sign, because even if we just have a small community, we're intact. And it's really good. And I'll continue to see how I can add more value to your trading journey, for you and for myself too. This is a good practice that we all can probably do and learn from, right? In the meantime, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also like if you like the video. Bye bye for now.